Hello, in this video we will talk about the story and the structure of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin. In a nutshell, the story of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin is about the adventures of two knights. The first one is the hero of the poem. He is called the Knight in the Panther Skin. His name is Tariel, and the second one is Aftandil. He is the commander of the Arab armies. Actually, we can divide the story into two parts. The first part is Aftandil's quest for Tariel, the titular the Knight in the Panther Skin, and the second part is Aftandil's quest for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's love. So in the first part, the search for Tariel, the king of Arabia, Rostevan, has no sons and confers the kingship on his only daughter, the beautiful and wise Tinatin. She has a tender affection for Aftandil, the knight and commander-in-chief of Rostevan's armies. One day, Aftandil challenges King Rostevan to a hunting competition. After 3 days of shooting game, they encounter a knight crying by a river. He is dressed in a panther skin and kills the slaves sent by the king to contact him, then disappears. Rostevan sends parties across the world to search for the mysterious knight, but becomes disheartened when he fails. Tinatin asks Aftandil to find the strange knight in 3 years, promising him her hand in marriage in return. After 2 years and 9 months of searching, Aftandil finds the knight in the panther skin hiding in a cave with only a maiden for company. His name is Tariel. He is the son of King Saridan, who has the 7th kingdom of India. He had served as heir to King Parsedan, king of the other 6 kingdoms, for many years before falling in love with Parsedan's daughter, Nestan Darajan. Tariel wages war with the Katavians to earn the favor of Nestan, but is dismayed to learn that she has already been promised to Khwarazmian prince Khorezm. Tariel couldn't bear the idea of her marriage, and at Nestan's request he killed the suitor. The princess was placed on a boat and set adrift on the seas. Despite Tariel's lengthy search for his love, he couldn't find her. Later he met Nuruddin Pridon, ruler of Mulgazanzar, who told him that Nestan was alive but trapped on a distant boat. Tariel retired to a cave to live in the wilderness with Asmat, the former servant and messenger of Nestan. Moved by this story, Aftandil promises his friendship and brotherhood to Tariel and agrees to help him find his love, Nestan Darajan. Aftandil returns home to Arabia and tells Tinatin the story of Tariel. Against King Rostevan's wishes, he returns to his new friend Tariel. We finish with the first part of the story. The second part is the search for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's beloved. In the second part, Aftandil then leaves Tariel to go to the kingdom of Pridon, where he doesn't hear anything new about Nestan. Continuing the quest, he arrives in the city of Bulandshahar. He meets Patman, the wife of the chief Hussein, who falls in love with him. Avtandil, sensing she knows the fate of Nestan, succumbs to Patman's seduction. She tells him she has been keeping Nestan at her place, and as Nestan was promised to the king's son, she helped her escape, but in her flight, Nestan was abducted by Kaji, the demon king. Avtandil then returns home to Pridon and to the cave of Tariel, and later all three friends, that is to say, Avtandil, Tariel, and Pridon, decide to go to the country of Kaji with an army of 300 men to find and deliver Nestan. When she is released, all return to Arabia, where King Osteman forgives Avtandil his flight and wrecking the king's order. They all celebrate the marriage of the latter, that is to say, Avtandil, with the king's only daughter, Tinatin. They then leave for India, where Tariel marries his love Nestan. Pridon also returns to his homeland, that is to say, Mulgazanzar, and the three friends reign happily with prosperity and generosity in their respective realms. So we finish with the story of the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. In the next step, we'll talk about the structure of this great poem. Actually, the structure of the poem consists of 1669 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 4 lines. And the stanzas are built from four rhyming lines. Each stanza has its own rhyme. All the lines of the stanza rhyme with each other. And what is the structure of the syllables in the poem? Actually, every line consists of 16 syllables, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So this type of form is called shairi, also, and it is a name of a particular poetic form. It was used by the great Georgian poet Shota Rustaveli in his great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. Okay, and the shairi, it consists of 4 syllables. It consists of 4 16-syllable lines. As I already mentioned before, each stanza consists of 4 lines, and each line consists of 16 syllables. Okay, with a break between the syllables 8 and 9. Okay, and we have 2 types of shairi. The first 2 distinct forms of shairi exist. The first type is Marali shairi. Marali is I, so the first type is I shairi, and the second type is Dabali shairi or Lo shairi. Rustaveli used both types in his poem. Okay, and so the first type is Marali shairi. In Marali shairi or I shairi, lines are broken into 4 sections of 4 syllables. The 4 sections are 1, 2, 3, 4, and each section consists of 4 syllables, as you can see here. I repeat again, in Marali Shairi, of course, each line consists of 16 syllables, and the line is broken into 4 segments. 4 segments or 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each line consists of 4 syllables, as you can see here. And we have a break between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllable, or the break after the second section. Okay, so that is the Marali Shairi or Al Shairi. That is the first type of Shairi. And the second type is the Bali Shairi. In the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi, each line is broken into 4 segments of 5 and 3 syllables. So here each line consists of 16 syllables, of course, and the line is broken into 4 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first segment or section consists of 5 syllables, then the second segment or section consists of 3 syllables, then we have break after the second section, then the third section consists of 5 syllables, and finally the fourth last segment or section consists of 3 syllables. So in the Bali Shairi we have 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 with break after the second section. Okay, while in the Marali Shairi the line of 16 syllables is also broken to 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, but each segment consists of 4 syllables, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and we have break after the second segment here. Okay. I repeat again, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 when we are talking about the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 when we are talking about Marali Shairi or Al Shairi. And we have also the concepts of fast pace and slow pace. What is fast pace? When things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the pace of the story is fast. Okay, if in the stanza we have things that happened during a long period of time, then the pace of the story and also the pace of the stanza is fast. Okay, what is slow pace? When the poet quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Okay, so quoting of things of someone automatically will be slow pace. The story and the stanza will be in a slow pace, and therefore the structure of the syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, so here the third characteristic of the structure of the poem is that when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, in the fast pace, the structure of the 16 syllables is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 with a break after the second section. And the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Okay, I will explain later what does it mean. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, Then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. I'll explain later what does it mean. So here I'll give you an example of fast pace and slow pace. Here we have stanza number 791. Stanza 791. It is actually an aphorism about love. What is an aphorism? An aphorism is a concise saying that expresses a general truth, a principle, or insightful diagnosis that is said or written in a laconic and catchy manner. Okay, so stanza number 791 is aphorism about love. So I read the stanza in the English translation, then I will read it in the original language, in the Georgian language, and we will analyze the stanza. Line number 1, we have here, thou hast read what apostles write of love, how they speak of it, how they praise it, know thou it, and harmonize thy knowledge. Love exalteth us. This is, as it were, the tinkling burden of their song. If thou conceive not this, how can I convince ignorant men? Okay. So now I read the stanza in the original language and the Georgian language, and we'll analyze it. The stanza in the Georgian language is as follows. Tzagik itchav sikwar hulsa mochi kulni ragwar teren vitit ruyan vita keben tzam snubani miaperen sikwar huli agwa marleps vitesh ruani amatz shgeren shenar jelchar ustavle likatsni vitsa sheva jeren. So in the first line, the first word is tzagik. It consists of 4 syllables. Then the second word of the first line of stanza 791 is sikwar. It consists of 4 syllables, which is 4 plus 4. Then the third word of stanza 791 is mochikulni. It also consists of 4 syllables. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4, and finally the last 2 words of the first line of stanza 791 is ragwar tseren. Ragwar consists of 2 syllables, and tseren also consists of 2 syllables. So the first line of stanza 791, the 16 syllables are divided into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in line number 1. The last word in line number 1 is tseren, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say eren. Okay, the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is eren. And then in the second line of stanza 791, we have the first 2 words is wit it ruyan. Wit consists of 1 syllable, it ruyan consists of 3 syllables. In total, the first 2 words of the second line consist of 4 syllables. Then we have the next 2 words that are vit akeben. It also consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the next 2 words that are Sun, snow bunny. Sun consists of one syllable. Snow bunny consists of three syllables. In total, the two words, sun, snow bunny, consist of four syllables. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4. And finally, the last word of the second line is mia peren. Mia peren consists of four syllables. So in conclusion, you can say that the structure of the 16 syllables in the second line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in line number 2. The last word in line number 2 is mia peren. Mia peren, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables, that is to say eren. Eren, we have eren, 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 and eren. Then in line number 3 of stanza 791, the first word is sir, wa, ru, li, consists of 4 syllables. Then we have ag, wa, mar, lebs, also consists of 4 syllables, so it is 4 plus 4. And then we have the next two words, that is wheat, ejwani. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, ejwani consists of 3 syllables. So in total, those two words, wheat, ejwani, consist of 4 syllables. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4. And finally, the last two words of stanza 791 are amas, jreven. Amas consists of 2 syllables, and jreven also consists of 2 syllables. In total, the last two words of the third line of stanza 791 consist of 4 syllables. Therefore, the structure of the 16 syllables in the third line of stanza 791 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in line number 3. The last word in line number 3 is jreren, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables, that is to say eren. Okay? Then we have line number 4. The first 4 words in line number 4 is shen, ar, jelcher. Shen, ar, jelchar. Each word consists of 1 syllable. So in total, the first 4 words in line number 4 of stanza 791 consist of 4 syllables. Then we have ush, tzav, lel, ni, consists of 4 syllables. So we have 4 plus 4. And then we have the next two words that are katzni, with mtsa. Katzni consists of 2 syllables. With mtsa also consists of 2 syllables. So in total, the two words katzni, with mtsa consist of 4 syllables. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is she, va, jeren. It consists of 4 syllables. In conclusion, the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 4 of stanza 791 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It is in a fast pace, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word of line number 4. The last word of line number 4 is she, wa, jeren, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word. That is to say eren. So the rhyming is on 2 syllables, eren, 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 and eren. And the structure of the syllables in each line of stanza 791 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay? So I repeat again that when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables are 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. So here stanza 791, the structure of the syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. That is to say eren, 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 and eren. Now I'll give you an example of the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That is the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi. In stanza 802, we have actually it is the things that the poet is quoting the things that Aftandil told to King Ostevan before he went to the journey to Tariel to India. Actually, he told him that if something will happen to me and I will die during the journey to Tariel, then please have a pity on me and mourn me and remind my name in a good manner. So quoting things is always slow pace, and therefore the structure of the syllables in each line should be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming should be on the last 3 syllables of the last word at line. So first of all I will read the stanza in the English translation, and then we'll read it on the Georgian language, in the original language, then we'll analyze it. Okay, so it is quoting the things of Aftandil that told to King Ostevan and before he went to the journey to Tariel. Okay, so it is, if fate, the destroyer of all, destroy me, an orphan I shall die, traveling unmourned my parents, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will you, merciful tender heart, have pity on me. Okay. Now I read the stanza in the Georgian language and we will analyze it. The stanza in the Georgian language is as follows. Tushat ut roman damam chos, hovelta damam hobelman, haribi mogde haribat, verdami tiros shobelman, verar shem sudron das vilta da verza misan dobelman, shemitz alos kwenman ve kulman mozalem lobelman. So in the first line, the first 2 words are tu, sa, chut, roman. Tu consists of 1 syllable, sa, chut, roman consists of 4 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words of line number 1 of stanza 802 consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 1, that is da mam chos. Da mam chos consists of 3 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3. Then we have ovelta da mam. Ovelta da mam. Ovelta consists of 3 syllables, and da mam consists of 2 syllables. In total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally, we have obelman. Obelman consists of 3 syllables. Obelman. So I can summarize and say that in line number 1, the structure of the 16 syllables are 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word of line number 1. The last word of line number 1 is damam hobelman, and the rhyming is in the last 3 syllables of this word, that is to say obelmal. Obelman consists of 3 syllables. Okay. Then in the second line of stanza 802, we have the first 2 words, Gharibi Mogde. Gharibi consists of 3 syllables, Mode consists of 2 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words of the second line consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 2, ra, ri, bad. Ra, ri, bad consists of 3 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3. Then we have ver, damitiros. Ver consists of 1 syllable. Da, mitiros consists of 4 syllables. So in total, those 2 words, ver, damitiros, consist of 5 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And the last word of line number 2, the second line, is Schobelmann. The word Schobelmann consists of 3 syllables. Schobelmann. So, in conclusion, you can say that the structure of the syllables in the second line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in line number 2. That is to say, Obelman. Okay, so we have Obelman, 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 and Obelman. Then, in line number 3, the first 2 words is Verar, Shem, Sudron. Verar consists of 2 syllables. Shem, Sudron consists of 3 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words of line number 3 consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 3 is Dazrdilta. Dazrdilta consists of 3 syllables. So it is 5 plus 3, and then we have Daverza Misand. Da consists of 1 syllable. Verza consists of 2 syllables. Misan consists of 2 syllables, so 1 plus 2 is 5. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5, and finally we have Obelman, that consists of 3 syllables. So in conclusion, the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 3 are 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in line number 3. The last word in line number 3 is Misandobelman, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables. The last 3 syllables are Obelman. Okay, so we have Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. And then line number 4 of stanza 802, we have Mun Shemitzralos. Mun consists of 1 syllable. Shemitzralos consists of 4 syllables. In total, the first 2 words consist of 5 syllables. Then we have Kwen Man Ve consists of 3 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3. Then we have Ulman Motzalem. Ulman consists of 2 syllables. Motzale consists of 3 syllables. So in total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally, we have Obelman, that consists of 3 syllables. So in conclusion, the structure of the 16 syllables in the 4th line of stanza 802 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in line number 4. The last word in line number 4 is a very long word, is Motzalem Lobelman, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of this long word, that is Obelman. So in conclusion, you can say that in stanza 802, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That is to say, it is in a slow pace, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. That is to say, Obelman, 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 and Obelman. Okay? We have Also, another characteristic of this, the structure of the poem. The last characteristic of the structure of the poem is that the poet repeats at least on the last three letters of the last word in each line. I repeat again, the poet repeats at least on the last three letters of the last word in each line. So we take as example stanza 802. What is the last word in line number 1? The last word is Damam Hobelman. That is the last word. And the poet repeats at least on the last three letters of the last word in each line. The repetition is here is on Obelman, 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 and Obelman. So, and Obelman consists of 7 letters. The letters are as follows: O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay, so the repetition in stanza 802 is on 7 letters. That is to say, Obelman. We will check it in the second line. The last word of the second line is Schobelman. Okay, and this word consists of 9 letters, and the repetition is on the last 7 letters. That is to say, Obelman, O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Then in the third line, the last word is Misan Dobelman. Actually, this word consists of 13 letters. Misant. It consists of 13 letters, and the repetition is on the last 7 letters of this last word, Obelman. We have Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Okay? And finally, the last word of line number 4 is the long word Mosralem Lobelman, and the repetition is on the last 7 letters of this long word, that is to say Obelman. I repeat again, Obelman consists of 7 letters: O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay, in conclusion, you can say that in stanza 802, the repetition is on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. And characteristic number 5 states that the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. But in stanza number 802, we have repetition on 7 letters. And in stanza 791, what is the last word on the first line? The last word is Teren. It consists of 5 letters, and the repetition is on Eren, 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 and Eren. Eren consists of 4 letters: A, R, A, and N. Okay? Then the last word of the second line is Mia Peren. The word Mi Aperen consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters, that is to say A, R, A, and N. Eren. Then the last word of line number 3 of stanza 791 is Jreren. The word Jreren consists of 6 letters, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters, that is to say Eren. And finally, in line number 4, the last word is Sheva Jeren. This word consists of 9 letters, and the repetition is on letters A, R, A, and N. That is to say Eren. In conclusion, in stanza number 791, the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. That is to say Eren, 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 and Eren, and the letters are A, R, A, and N. In the next step, I will give you another example of repetition on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. We have here stanza number 2, and stanza number 2 is the prologue. It is the introduction to the poem. In the stanza number 2, actually, the poet Shota Ostaveli praises God for creating the universe and asks from God that God should give him mastery to trample on Satan, and also God will give him the longing of lovers, and also that God should forgive him the sins, or lighten the sins that he must bear with him. So I will read the stanza number 2 to the English translation. Then I read it in the original language, the Georgian language, and then we'll analyze the stanza. We will find out on how many letters the poet repeats. Okay, so stanza number 2 is as follows. O one God, thou didst create the face of every form, shield me, give me mastery to trample on Satan, give me the longing of lovers lasting even unto death, lightening of the burden of sins I must bear thither with me. Okay, now I read the stanza in the original language, in the Georgian language, and we will say on how many letters the poet repeats in this stanza. The stanza in the Georgian language is as follows. Merto, Shenchek men sache, Hovlisa tanisa, Shendami pare, Zleva metz dat kunvat mesatanisa, Momets mijnuta survili, Sigdid me kasatanisa, Sodvata shesuvukeba, Muntana tasatanisa. So here, by the way, we will not analyze it, but we just find on how many letters the poet repeats. By the way, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 and 5 plus 3, and the repetition and the rhyming is on 3 syllables, that is to say Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. So now we'll see on how many letters the poet repeats. What is the last word of the first line? The last word is Tanisa, and actually the poet repeats on all these words. The word Tanisa consists of 6 letters. The letters are as follows: T, A, N, E, S, and A. Okay. Actually here the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. Now we go to the second line. What is the last word of the second line? The last word of the second line is Satanisa. Satanisa is the Satan. The word Satanisa consists of 8 letters, and the repeats of the last 6 letters, that is to say Tanisa. Again, the letters are T, A, N, E, S, and A. Okay, then in the third line, the last word of the third line is Gasatanisa. This word Gasatanisa consists of 10 letters. And here the repetition is on the last 6 letters. That is to say Tanisa, Tanisa, and Tanisa. Okay? T, A, N, E, S, and A. And finally, in line number 4, the last word of line number 4 is Satanisa. The word Satanisa consists of 10 letters. And the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is to say, Tanisa is T, A, N, E, S, and A. In conclusion, we can say that in stanza number 2, the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. And by the way, the structure of the 16 syllables here are 5 plus 3 and 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables that are Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. Okay? And I repeat again that in stanza 791 the repetition is on 4 letters of the last word in each line, that is A, R, A, and N. And in stanza 802 the repetition is on 7 letters of the last word in each line, that are Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman, and the letters are O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay. Now I summarize the 5, or it is actually 4, but okay, you can say also 5 characteristics of the structure of the poem. As I already mentioned before, the stanza consists of 1669 the poem consists of 669 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 4 lines, and every line consists of 16 syllables. Then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Fast pace and is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the first of the story and the first of the stanza is fast. What is slow pace? Slow pace is when the poet quoting the things of someone that it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Like we saw in stanza 802 that the poet quotes the things that Abdandil told to King Osteran, therefore it is a slow pace. Okay? And the other characteristic is that when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. And finally, the 5th, or we can say also the 4th, doesn't matter, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. As we saw, that in stanza 802 the repetition is on 7 letters of the last word in each line. In stanza 791 the repetition is on 4 letters of the last word in each line. And finally in stanza number 2 the repetition is on 6 letters of the last word in each line. Okay, so actually to combine all these 5 characteristics in one poem is an almost impossible task, but the great poet Shoto Stavelli managed to do it, and we can read and enjoy this masterpiece, which is considered one of the most genius poems written by human being. Okay, thank you very much.